So ayan guys, nandito na po kami sa bus at waiting na lang po. So ayan, Filbert. Ayan po ang Reading Terminal.
Up top here, to the right, you can see the statue of Billy Penn. He is the founder of Philadelphia and the colony of Pennsylvania.
Ayun si William Penn.
And he was kicked out of his household and arrested due to his faith. However, he eventually reconciled with his father, who is known as Admiral Penn. Soon after he reconciled with his father did pass away, and Billy Penn inherited his father's estate. Part of that estate was a large debt owed by the crown. Billy Penn went to King Charles II of England and said, "Hey, well, you don't like the Quakers very much, and we really don't want to be here and get arrested. So, wow, instead of paying me, you just give me a colony in the New World." King Charles thought and said, "Hey, that's a good idea." Sir, can you sit down, please? And so that's how the colony of Pennsylvania was started. Originally, Billy Penn wanted to call it New Wales. But King Charles II said, "No, we're going to name it after your father." And that's how we got Penn, Sylvania. Sylvania being Latin for woodlands.
So, papakita ko po sa inyo ang Philadelphia. So, makinig na lang po kayo sa aming tour guide. Ayan, Fine Wine Spirit. So, nakikita nyo, yan po ang Hard Rock Cafe.
On the left here, guys, we have the Hard Rock Cafe. There's nothing special about that. You can find those everywhere, of course. But on top of that, it is one of the largest working guitars in the world. I have to imagine it is out of tune.
Oh.
Also, it's probably illegal to try and play it. And again, ladies and gentlemen, on the right, we're going to hop down Market Street here. As we turn, the first thing you guys will notice is our beautiful City Hall. But I want to direct your attention to the left of that beige brick building there. That there was Wanamaker's. For those of you too young to know, Wanamaker's was a department store. See, John Wanamaker, the founder, wanted to build a business based off his Christian principles. What does that mean? Well, common practice today, like no yelling at employees in public. Pull them to the side and talk to them. And price tags, yes, they weren't really a thing before he started it. Back then, you did not know what the price was until you paid, and you always had the feeling that you were being discriminated against. He also came up with the idea of Mother's Day sales.
39 Market.
No, not Mother's Day, just selling stuff on Mother's Day.
So, ayan po ang City Hall.
In there is one of the largest pipe organs in the entire world. And around Christmas time, they have a beautiful light show. I recommend checking that out. Today it's a Macy's, and yes, this entire building is the Macy's.
Sa Macy's. Yep, nandiyan lang kami kahapon sa Macy's.
And of course, like I said, folks, in front of us is our beautiful City Hall. Built between 1871 and 1901, this is one of the largest freestanding masonry structures in the world.
Market Street Bank. So,
no
ayan po si William Penn.
Holding up at all, just all brick. You'll notice it was invented or built before they invented AC units. That's why they have all the window units there.
Yan po ang City Hall ng Philadelphia.
88 million bricks comprising the structure. As you can see, the courtyard is open to the public. I recommend walking through and checking it out. The architecture is quite beautiful. And they put a lot of effort into preserving it and making sure it's a nice place for you to hang out. On the top, we have the statue of our founder, William Penn. We call him Billy Penn. That is the largest statue up top there, on top of any building in the entire world. Coming in at 37 feet tall, weighing in at 54,000 pounds.
And si William Penn.
We'll have a great photo opportunity for that coming up. I'll let you know. In front of us here, guys, we have the Masonic Temple of Philadelphia. The Freemasons have a long history here in the city, and they played a huge part in the American Revolution. of which were, of course, Mr. Ben Franklin and George Washington. You'll see a statue of Ben Franklin inducting George Washington into the Freemasons right out front here on the corner. And then, of course, across the street there's a statue of Mr. Ben Franklin working his printing press. That's how he made his money. And great photo opportunity, folks. On the right, we have Love Park. The famous love sign in Greek. Philadelphia means brotherly love. At least that's what they tell us. That is another meaning. That's inappropriate. Ask me later. The O is tilted because love is difficult. That's a dumb explanation, but that's what I was told. Love Park was designed by Edmund Bacon. If you recognize that name, it's because, yes, he is the father of Kevin Bacon. We'll pass by his house later. No, Kevin doesn't live there anymore, but he owns the property still. In front of us here, guys, any fans of Monopoly? There's the Pennsylvania Railroad, today known as Suburban Station. Monopoly was invented here in the city. All the railroads were near the Philly railroads, and all the streets named after streets in Atlantic City. Turn your attention to the right, up at the statue of Billy Penn. Great photo opportunity. You don't want to miss it. Just get your mind out of the gutter, though, guys. That's just his hand.
I don't have the camera. Ayan o, si William Penn.
That wasn't on purpose either.
Naka-video po kasi ko eh, kaya daw makakapag-camera. Hindi ko makukuha.
I noticed that by accident one day. I was driving by and go, oh my god. They've had over 120 years to fix it, and they didn't. Maybe not. Please remain seated while the bus is in motion, guys. It's only funny if I fall.
Andito po tayo sa Arts.
Coming down the Ben Franklin Parkway, I'll give you 3 guesses for the name today.
So dito tayo sa
Often known as the Museum Mile, the Ben Franklin Parkway is called that.
Franklin.
With many cultural institutions along the way.
Yes,
The
nakikita
first thing
niyo ang
to
flag
note
ng
about it
Pilipinas
is they
dito.
have many flags to the right and to the left.
And that's a
Those
symbol
flags
of
symbolize an indication that has a significant community here in the city of Philadelphia. We have a great diversity of people, and we celebrate it. However, that was not always the case. You see some evidence of that in just a moment. Most of the flags are in alphabetical order, with a few exceptions, like Israel, which is over by the Holocaust Memorial down there, and Poland, which is by the Copernic statue we'll see on our way. I said I'll show you some evidence that we weren't always tolerant, and that is here on our right, the Basilica of St. Peter and Paul. If you notice, some of the windows are filled in with brick, except for the ones up top. The ones up top were built out of a rock throwing range that was during the anti-Catholic nativist riots of the 19th century.
So this is po, ito po
And of course
yung,
changed in 1979
St. Tito
when
and St.
Pope John
Paul
Paul
na
II came to visit, and that's when they
po ng
put
Philadelphia.
this stained glass window here on that round structure. This is home to 2 papal masses, the first being in 1979 with Pope John Paul II, the second in 2015 with Pope Francis. That's how a church becomes a basilica. A pope has to come and say mass there. This is open to the public at times. I recommend checking it out. It is beautiful on the inside. This is also the headquarters for the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. Across the street there we have the Spanish love statue. It says more. And we're coming up on Logan Square, one of the 5 original parks designed by William Penn, our founder himself. Yes, I'm aware that today it is a circle. In the middle, great photo opportunity, guys, is Swan Fountain. The 3 women in the center are of the indigenous Lenape tribe. They represent the 3 major parts of the border. Here's the southern border. That's how we say it here, of Philadelphia. Those, of course, are the Delaware River, the Schuylkill River, and the Mississippi Creek. On our right here, folks. These 2 one of the first African Americans to graduate with his master's in architecture here in the University of Pennsylvania. Next stop will be the Rodin Museum. You want to hop off there? Yes. Hey, we got some folks on the next stop. We got some folks hopping off the Rodin Museum. Like I said, this here's the museum I'm watching on the right. Alright, here we have the Barnes Foundation. If you like Impressionist art, this is the place for you. You can find some Marshall Van Goghs in there.
Yeah, next time we go, we get out there.
Today, the collection is worth approximately $25 to $30 billion.
Hello, shout out po sa akin to viewers, shout out. Nasa tour bus po kami, nagtutour bus po kami. So, nandito kami sa Den Franklin Parkway.
Just two of them.
Ice cream truck.
Originally, this collection was out in the suburbs of Lower Merion, but nobody wants to go visit that, so the city moved it here. And some other folks sued and said the collection was stolen. They couldn't prove it in court though. So that's why you hear many people saying the Barnes Foundation is a bunch of stolen art. It's not true, they couldn't prove it. Although it did violate the original terms of the agreement. But again, who wants to go out to Lower Merion? It's better than it's here. Welcome aboard, guys. Plenty of open seats. Hello. Hello, hello. We are all clear up top, bud. We're really fans of the French sculptor Rodin. There never are any. Hands up on the right. Yes, over here on the right is the Rodin Museum. Ito yung museum. Out front, you'll see a cast of his famous statue known as the Thinker.
Ayan, museum.
Through the gates here, those black doors are one of the most popular places for wedding photos in the city of Philadelphia. They are known as the Gates of Hell.
Hindi ko pa ito napuntahan.
That's a true story. Because when you get married, you go through the Gates of Hell. No, it's not what they call them. It's actually a representation of Dante's Inferno.
He's sleeping.
I made that joke. And there was a bride out there getting her wedding photos done, and she looked really upset. Not my fault you didn't Google it before you came here. And we're coming down 22nd Street. Here we look ahead of us, folks, to the left. That brick building. That there is the Parkway House, designed in 1953 by Elizabeth Fleischer. She was one of the first women to graduate with her Master's in Architecture. She was a big fan of indoor gardening, so she designed the building so that everybody can get an equal amount of sunlight throughout the entire day. That, of course, remained true until they built this monstrosity here on our right. Isn't that how it always goes, ladies? This man's screwing stuff up for you.
Oh.
Still a beautiful building, though. If I can afford it, I'd live there.
Yeah. We're playing baseball. Hello, shout out to sa limang viewers ko.
That sound in here, of course, is Mr. Salty. I'd say no ice cream's nearby. And we're coming into the Fairmount neighborhood. Back in the day, a horse or a horse ride was known as a mount. So when Billy Penn, our founder, was riding his horse through this area and finished up, he said that was a fair mount. That's how we got the name.
Natigil po kasi nandito po kami sa tour bus at kung nakikita nyo may nagsasalita, nandito kami sa Spring Garden tapos nakarela nandito yung light.
It's a pretty cool neighborhood. Lots of great restaurants and bars around here.
Yep.
I used to hang out here a lot when some buddies lived here. One of the most infamous presidents of this neighborhood was Grover Cleveland Bergdahl. No, not the president. He was an early aviator, drag racer, and a general philanderer. We'll see his house at the next intersection on the left. You see, since he was such a playboy, he did not want to fight in World War I, so he hid in his home for years trying to avoid the draft. Eventually they caught him. Why it took so long, I'll never know. They locked him away in prison, where he convinced the guards that he had a bunch of gold buried in Maryland.
Opo, may stoplight po dito.
And he escaped to Germany because he
Marami
wanted to
pong
avoid
stoplight
World War
dito.
II. He also married his cousin. That there is his home up there on the left, that brown building. Today it's luxury apartments. We'll see his biplane when we pass by the Franklin Institute. And maybe not on this bus, but coming up, folks, we're going to watch the power lines. On that page, because I'm standing up. Coming up, guys, you'll see Eastern State Penitentiary. As we turn left, look to your right, and you'll have a great photo opportunity. Just kidding. We always duck it down.
Ayan po yung kulungan.
Yes, Eastern State Penitentiary. This was built in 1822, and it would have been outside the city limits at the time. This was the first true penitentiary in the entire world. The idea behind the penitentiary was, if they sent you to prison, you just become a better criminal. So here, they'd lock you in a cell by yourself for 23 hours a day with nothing to do but read the Bible and look up the skylight to be penitent.
Ayan po yung
Of course, looking up all day hurts your neck. And most people couldn't read, so naturally a bunch of folks went crazy and killed themselves. That's what it did. It was super duper haunted. They have a great haunted house in Halloween here, guys. Heads up, we got some folks coming up here. Yep.
The next one after that is the
Do you want me to take a picture of you?
We got some folks coming down. In 1913, they realized what a horrible system they had, and they changed it to a normal prison. The most famous resident of Eastern State is, of course, Al Capone.
Nasa Paramount po tayo. Old State. Yan po ang aking ano.
With an illegal firearm. He spent a year in prison. We don't know if that was his actual cell, or we don't know. Also, we don't know what it actually looked like. But they have a copy that's all furnished up. Welcome aboard, guys. In the 70s, they closed it down due to deteriorating conditions. And in the 1990s, they cleared out all the overgrown trees and illegal weed farms and turned it to a museum. I highly recommend taking a tour. And like I said, folks, Paramount is home to many wonderful restaurants and bars. I recommend walking up and down Paramount Ave here.
Yep.
You'll find lots of great examples of that.
That on this side too. Yes, pharmacy.
And to our right here, guys, we have these beautiful row homes. Yes, I said row homes. These are classic examples of a Philadelphia domicile. You'll notice the steps are together and connected. That is in the Quaker tradition. These are some of the nicer examples there. Most of them are only 2 stories. And we're going to want a duck coming up here, guys. Watch your heads. Actually, I'll probably escape under it. Heads up there, sir. On the right, we have the Perlman building. Today, it's an off-site for the art museum, mostly used for restoration projects and special events. It used to be the Fidelity Life Insurance building. One of the best examples of Art Deco architecture here in the city. As we pass by the gates, look out front, you'll see some swastikas. That's how you know this was built before World War II.
So look,
Yeah, right there.
fatality.
And of course, folks, as we turn left here, on our right, you'll see the famous Philadelphia Museum of Art. known locally as just the Art Museum. This building was also designed by Julian Abel. Up top you'll see some griffins. They protect the building and act as lightning rods. Lightning rods being, of course, an invention of Mr. Ben Franklin. Originally they did not have enough money to complete it, so they built the wings first and then went to the city saying, hey, we can't finish it up. And we can't have an incomplete building, of course. So the city gave them enough money to finish up. That's how we got built. On our right here, guys, we have Joni on the pony. That's not her real name. That's Saint Joan of Arc. She was a gift to us from the French. And no, she is not real gold, or else she wouldn't be there anymore.
Nasa tour bus po kami.
Rings would be a lot cheaper though.
Tour bus.
And in front of us, guys, coming up, you have the two tallest buildings in the city. Great photo opportunity. I recommend taking a picture of them from here. On our left, guys, is Comcast One. That went up in 2008. It's supposed to be a giant USB stick. I think it looks like a cheese grater. On our right, we have Comcast 2. It's supposed to be a cell tower. I think it looks like a giant figure. If you ever get the Comcast bill, you'd be inclined to agree. They're terrible.
Nasa tour bus po kami, nagtutour po kami. Nagtutour kami sa Philadelphia.
Comcast 1 went up in 2008.
Wala kami magawa ni
And
Kailan.
Comcast 2 went up in 2017.
Ang cute oh. Ang cute ang bahay na yan. Cute.
And we're off again. You guys should be safe, but I'm probably going to want to duck here as we turn on Spring Garden.
Spring Garden. Let's see. Spring Garden. Pennsylvania Avenue.
We call that colonial anesthesia. I promise that joke will be funny later.
Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah. Nanonood po kay Rocky. Ayun po si Rocky.
I used to do the whole song, and somebody told me not to quit my day job.
Hey Lou, to hop off for this.
Yep.
Right here?
Just hang till we come to a complete stop up there. We got somebody hopping off at the Rocky Steps. We got somebody hopping off at the Rocky Steps. Yes, the famous Rocky statue. That was commissioned in 1983 by Sylvester Stallone himself for the movie. Originally, it was at the top of the steps like you see, but the art museum complained and said, that's not art, it's movie memorabilia. Boo. So, after years of whining, the city moved it down in South Philly by the stadiums, which made everybody else complain because it wasn't at the top of the steps. Eventually, the city started to compromise and put it right here on public property. And today, it is far and away the most popular piece of art in the city. Usually the wait is about 20 minutes to a half hour, but it looks a little later today. Fun fact, if you come here to root for an opposing football team, make sure to put your team's jersey on the statue and have a little rally there. I promise you, it won't piss us off, and it's not bad luck. I hope you guys please for your safety don't do that. It's a bad idea. Not allowed to park here, and you people always do. We got some folks coming down from the top.
Ayan po, bumaba kami sa top ng bus. Thank you. So, maglalakad tayo. Papunta po doon kay Rocky. Wala po kasi kami ginagawa ngayon Sunday. Kaya lakad na muna po kami.
They put the statue right there.
Ice cream truck. Yeah, I think, yeah. They move it, right?
Right there.
Oh, pinaba na pala si Rocky. Kung napapanood niyo po dati si Sylvester Stallone. Kung familiar po kayo sa Rocky na movie, Yung Rocky na movie po, na ano nyo po, dati po, ayan siya oh. Yung statue niya nandun sa taas yun eh, dun sa steps. Kasi dun siya dati tumakbo. Tumakbo siya dun. Hindi po, nag half off lang po kami dito. At para po makita ni Kela yung statue ni Rocky. Hindi pa siya nakapunta dito eh, pero binaba pala eh. Dapat nasa taas yun eh. So, pipicturean ko sana si Kela eh, kaso hindi mo mapapapicturean. But, ayan o. Ayan si Rocky. Hindi ko maano eh. O, diba? Kaso, pipila kami ni Kellan. Dali lang ah. Hey, phone babe. Wanna go online? Take picture? Ha?
Gonna take you well.
Zoom. Maraming tao, hindi na po kami, pinicturean ko na lang po si Kellan sa labas. Para hindi po siya magtagal. So dati kasi nandun siya sa taas. Ayan o, Philadelphia Museum Arts. So kung aanuhin nyo po, kung tutusin, nandun po talaga siya sa taas dati. Nasa gitna siya dyan eh. Kung aakit ka po. Yan siya tumakbo eh. Ano go up? Ay, marami kakasal. Oh, ganda ng gown niya oh. Ayun oh, ganda. So, akit kami eh. Tingnan natin sa ano. Opo, madaming tao po at Ruenas Frate. Halos lahat po na dito po sa Philadelphia, hindi na po sila nagsusot ng face mask din. Ito po ang Philadelphia Museum Arts. Pero sarado eh. It's closed.
What is it?
They closed it to get a show. No. Hindi kami makakapasok kasi ayun plan. Sarado eh. Oo.
Have to go in a different way.
My dad was calling me an idiot, but I wouldn't want to do it. So they parented for shame, which I feel like it's kind of playing with fire. It turned me into a very strange.
Yan, hindi ko rin maano kasi may show. So, ayan po, nakikita ninyo. Ayan, wala eh. So, ngayon, hihintayin po namin yung bus. Maghihintay po kami ng bus pabalik. Ganda, no? Ang ganda ng weather, mahangin po, pero ibig sabihin, mahangin, malamig. Sun right here, babe. Dali lang ha, balik ako. Yan. Maghihintay ulit kami ng bus. Kung saan kami bumaba, doon kami maghihintay ng bus. Kala ko kasi nasa taas pa si Rocky. So, siguro mga 20 minutes.
It doesn't have the same effect down at below.
20 minutes. Eh, ayaw naman ni Kela magpa-picture doon. So, hindi na kami tatawid. Diba? Yan o, tinan nyo.
You got about 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Till the next bus.
Yan.
Have to stop there.
Oo, doon kami sasakay ng bus. So, tatawid po kami. Maglalakad kami balik doon at doon po kami sasakay ng bus. Meron pa kami 8 minutes bago dumating yung bus. Hindi na maganda nilagay si Rocky doon sa baba. Kasi dati nasa taas yun ng steps dapat doon siya eh. Hindi maganda tuloy. Andiyan na lang siya sa baba. Ang haba ng pilaw. Pinicturean ko na lang si Karen sa may gilid. At least meron na siyang picture ni Rocky si statue. Oh, babe. Babe. Eight minutes, pwede na po kami kumain ng ice cream.
So it's 14:12.
14:12. Ayan po, ice cream.
Got 10 minutes.
Diba? I want to get one banana split. I want to get one banana split. I said I want to get one banana split.
Go ahead.
Banana split. How many more minutes? How many more minutes? 10 minutes, yeah. Maybe one. You have more money? Okay. Opo, doon pa kami babalik. Dito. Ayun o, dun sa bus na yan. Dun sa bus. Dun kami. Tutur ko kayo. Hindi ko po ito papatayin. I-on ko lang po. So, kung may ginagawa po kayo, gawin nyo na po. Kung natutulog kayo, matulog pa po kayo. Kasi, i-live ko lang po to. Opo, babalik pa po kami. Shoutout po sa akin 3 viewers. Shoutout po sa lahat po ng nanunood. Hindi ko po alam po ilan nanunood. So, shoutout po sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko alam kung naka-stop tong live ko o ano. Hindi ko po ano. I-stop ko lang po. Ayan o. Kasi bibili po si Kela ng ice cream, banana split. Yes, that one.
Banana boat.
Banana boat, yes. Sige po, okay lang po. 10 p.m. kung gabi po. Ano din po. So, ayan. Makikita nyo. Ito po, yung nag-stop kami ng bus kanina. Dito kami. Nandito po kami nakatayo kanina. Ayan. Big bus. So, dito rin po kami sasakay, ano, sightseeing tour bus po. Ayan. Ha? Kaya nga po matulog lang po muna kayo kasi talagang iba po ang oras natin. So, hindi po nyo po kailangan manood po ng live. Na pag naka-on po ako ay hindi nyo po kailangan manood po ng live dahil iba po ang oras po natin, iba ang time ng anood po natin. So, dapat matulog po kayo. Kaya kailangan nyo ng tulog. No? Wala nang oras eh. So, baka dumating yung bus. Sabi ko kay Kena, wag nang bumili. Ha? Oh. Pero alam nyo, nung nakatira pa ako dito sa Philadelphia, hindi po ako ganong namamasyal din dito. Ito lang yung nung nawala na ako sa Philadelphia, ngayon lang din ako nakakapunta dito. Kasi nga sa sobrang busy din sa trabaho. Ang trabaho ka ng trabaho, hindi ka nakakapagbakasyon po. Na ano, yung nakakamiss ko live nyo po nga, namimiss ko na rin mag live eh, pero 2 months po tayo, iba ang oras po natin, ang oras namin o iba oras nyo, diba? So kaya nga po sa mga hindi makakapanood ng live, wag nyo pong pilitin, matulog po kayo. Basta po ako magla-live kasi nga ngayon umaga, kasi pag nag-live ako ng gabi hindi naman makikita, diba? So tulog po kayo. Hindi ko mapapakita ang Philadelphia. They're gonna get soon. The bus usually stop over there, not in here. Yeah, but I mean before they don't stop it here, they stop over there where the steps are. That's where they stop. Kaso po ngayong gabi sa Pinas. Opo, gabi nga po sa Pinas. Kaya nga po. Pero kasi kung sa gabi hindi naman po pwede dahil wala naman po magtutur ng gabi. So, bali ano lang, maga ngayon dito. Hapon na bali dito sa Philadelphia. So, madaling araw sa Pilipinas. Kaya lang ayan po siya, nakatayo. Hindi na siya makabili ng ice cream. Ang tagal din kasi nung 3 nasa harapan daw niya. Hindi makapag-decide ko ng ice cream ang bibilhin. Ayan po si Kalan. Tagal pa naman yung bus. Sige, lalakad muna ako. So, doon kami galing kanina. Ayun. Hindi ko maano eh. Ilang minutes pa? Bossing, ilang minutes pa?
Should be here in about a minute or two.
Wala pa akong nakikitang bus.
For 212, it's 210.
Mainit yung araw pero malamig yung hangin. Yung hangin niya. Ganda, no? Maganda, no? Ganda. Bukas hindi naman kami makakapag-tour kasi nga marami kaming doctor's appointment. Bukas starting bukas po. So afternoon, tsaka pa lang kami pwedeng maglakwatsa. Pag natapos po namin ang aming mga medical. Ako kailangan ko pa kasi madami pa akong medical na hindi na kompleto. Si kailan eh. Dami kasi akong paggagawa. Diba? Hindi rin po kami, dapat magre-rent ng car kami, mag-arkila sana kami ng sasakyan. Ang kaso nga lang, ang nangyari is sarado po pala ang rent a car. Hindi pala sila bukas pag Sunday, sarado na pala sila.
It says 1430 on that red one.
Sala. So sarado na pala sila. So open lang sila ng Monday to Saturday, tapos merong isang open Avis, kaya lang wala namang available na sasakyan. So hindi kami makapag-rent ng kotse. What time is it over there on the other side? Go on the other side. No? They don't have a time?
See, it was 1420.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Your house rested, so we got probably another 10 minutes.
1412, but not 10
Oh.
Opo, Sunday po ng tanghali po ngayong araw na to dito. Sunday. Sunday po ng hapon. 2 p.m. na po ng Sunday dito. So bukas maaga kaming gigising. Tapos Tuesday maaga. Lalo na sa Tuesday. Maagang gising namin ng Tuesday. Kasi 8 o'clock ang appointment namin sa doktor eh. So ang aga po. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock gising namin ng Tuesday. Bukas gising din namin 5 o'clock. Buti na lang nakapag-adjust na kami ng tulog. Hindi kami gano'n nag-jet lag kasi buti na lang hindi kami nakatulog sa aeroplano. Hindi kami nakatulog dahil nga po sa sobrang turbulence. Nagmula nang umalis kami ng Taiwan, sobrang turbulence talaga. Hanggang sa dumating kami dito sa Philadelphia. Advance po dito 8 hours sa UAE. 10 minutes, mga 10 minutes pa siguro bihintay namin, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Mahangin. SEPTA bus. SEPTA. Ayan po yung bus sa Philadelphia. O, ayan na siya. Darating na po. Andyan na po ang bus. Ang big bus. Big bus. Half on, half off. Ayan ang bus. Ayan na yung bus, oh. Andun na yung bus. Ayun.
This one?
Yeah, we can get on that one. Doesn't have to be that red color. We can just get on that. This one.
Doesn't look like there's seats on this one.
I guess some people is gonna get off.
We're gonna go off this, go in this one.
We'll see.
There's a couple seats up in front.
Ayan na po yung aming bus. So, sana may bumaba. Diba? Yeah.
Oh, people are getting off.
Look, people's getting off. You gotta wait.
Off first. One moment, please.
Uh-huh. Hintay lang natin makababa. At akit naman po tayo sa taas.
Okay, that should be it. Everyone, please have your tickets out.
Tayo.
There are plenty of seats available on the upper decks. You want to sit up top, come on up. We have seats in the middle, seats in the front, seats in the back, seats all over, seats for days. Come on up. Plenty of seats up here. And everyone joining us, as some of you folks earlier in the day. You know, remember me, I'm
Nakasakay na kami.
Sebastian, your tour guide, and Enzel, your driver. We remind you to stay seated while we're moving for your safety and comfort.
It's okay.
To our left side, got a statue of an actual historical figure. You left here visitors than the fictional Rocky. With a guy on that horse not tall pedestal much, George Washington, you may remember as the nation's first president. 13 steps lead to the pedestal, the original 13 states. Also 4 little fountains around the steps to represent 4 different rivers that run through America. Potomac, Mississippi, Delaware, and the Hudson. Around those fountains are animal figures to represent species native to each of the river-based areas. Top of each fountain is a humanoid figure to represent the spirit of each of the rivers. That very ornate Washington statue made in the late 1800s is on the Rudolph Simmering, sold this site in 1927. Everyone is now seated up top. Out of us very inconveniently and illegally parked SUV from New Jersey. We need to navigate around that. Make sure you thank your fabulous driver Enzel at the end of the tour. Not easy thing getting us through these often congested streets. So if you have some seats toward the front, have a seat, we'll be on our way. Everyone is now seated on the upper deck. On our left side, past the statue of Washington on the horse, you'll see a very angular glass building. It's the Sierra Center. It opened late 2005. Designed by Cesar Pelli. Connected to the 30th Street Railway Station. The Sierra Center looks so off-kilter because it doesn't have any right angles on the exterior. Each face of the building a different shape. The building looks different depending which side you're seeing it from. Off on the left side, there's this big round fountain that's blue on the inside. That's a tribute to John Ericsson. John Ericsson, a man who was born in Sweden, but he spent a lot of time in Philadelphia. John Ericsson, probably best known for being the guy who designed the USS Monitor, first ironclad warship used by the U.S. Navy fought the Civil War at Mount Hampton Roads against the CSS Virginia, aka the Merrimack. The Monitor was actually made at the naval yard in Philadelphia. Joining us there, the best known as Rocky. Downstairs. To our left side, you see there's the tops of Philadelphia's 2 tallest buildings, the Comcast Center, and its even taller sibling, the Comcast Technology Center. The main tenant for both, the unstoppable Comcast Cable Company. Now the next stop we're going to have will give you access to two different museums that both focus on science. The next stop is the Franklin Institute, an interactive science museum with a planetarium, IMAX theater, and a giant marble of the human heart. So big, you can walk inside it. And right now the Franklin Institute is hosting a special exhibit with a tenuous connection to science, the Disney exhibit, celebrating 100 years of Disney magic. The Disney special exhibit, the Franklin Institute, has been very popular. Some of the show times have sold out in advance, so advance reservations are recommended if you're going to see the Disney at Age 100 exhibit. And then half a block from that, the Academy of Natural Sciences, a museum best known for its collection of dinosaur fossils. Now, I'm not sure if we have any other fans on board for the TV series Abbott Elementary, but Abbott Elementary actually filmed our most recent episode on location at the Franklin Institute. So Abbott Elementary is set in Philadelphia, mostly filmed on the West Coast, but Abbott Elementary focuses on the Philadelphia public school system, written and starring Quinta Brunton, a former Philadelphia public school teacher. But the most recent episode of Abbott Elementary, there's a class trip for an overnight stay at the Franklin Institute. And everything you see in the background of the episode, you can visit yourself. The next stop, really fun, interactive museum. There's a giant heart, a big map of our city, a moon rover, a giant Baldwin locomotive, steam engine, all that and more. It's been kind of a staple of area class trips for probably 50, 60 years now. Raise your hand and hop off the next stop for the Franklin Institute and Academy of Natural Sciences. If you guys will be hopping off there. On our way to that next stop is in your right side, the early phases of construction for the Calder Sculpture Garden. So ground was broken for this late last year, featuring sculptural works of Sandy Calder. Sandy Calder, most famous for his huge mobiles. And Sandy Calder, also the grandson of Alexander Milne Calder, is on the huge William Penn statue atop of City Hall. So here, this is the Franklin Institute, right on 20th Street, going by the front of the Franklin Institute. Once you make the turn, you can see on your right side a shiny biplane. It's called the Pioneer, made by the Bud Company of Philadelphia. An experimental aircraft that was built to prove just how light the company's stainless steel was. The Bud Company made the Pioneer airplane much better known for making steel railway cars. And then ahead of us, across the street through the sycamore trees, is the monument to African-American soldiers and sailors of all wars. Erected in 1934 as a belated tribute to all the Black Americans have done to defend the nation. First displayed in a pretty obscure part of our Fairmount Park, then moved to a much more prominent location in 1994. So the main entrance to the Franklin Institute is up those steps on your right. If steps aren't really your thing, you can also use the ADA accessible side entrance right next to it. If you're looking to get to the Academy of Natural Sciences, that's just half a block to the left on Race Street, past the Moore College of Art and Design. If you're hopping off here, remember we're back every 20 minutes. You can hop aboard any of the double-decker tour buses coming on by. Big buses and also the Philadelphia City Sightseeing buses. Here's our stop. Please watch your step on the way out.
Shout out po sa 3 viewers ko. What's next? We're going to pass that one. We're on where are we? We're on Race Street. Oops, sorry. Lalaki din po ng building. Opo. Shout out po sa
looks like a row, second row front left is open, and then we'll have the seats right there. Okay. Everyone who's joined us here, welcome. I'm Sebastian, I'm your tour guide, and Enzel is your driver. We ask you to remain seated while we're moving for your safety and comfort. Now, in a couple of blocks on the right side, we're going to see St. Clement's Episcopal Church, dates to 1857. Now, St. Clement's Church was involved in engineering marvel. The whole church got moved 1929, 20th Street here was being widened. To make way for widening, everything on the right side was slated for demolition, including this church that you're going to see. But St. Clement's made the proposal, or to just move it out of the way. So that's what they did. St. Clement's purchased the royal homes that sat directly behind it, and those were demolished, and that created some open space. The church itself was then partially disassembled. In the course of 7 days, July 1929, carefully moved on giant rollers, an inch at a time, 40 feet to the right of where it originally stood. That allowed the safe widening of 20th Street. St. Clement's is ahead of us to the right. Then to the left side above, you get a closer view of Philadelphia's two tallest buildings, Comcast Center and the Comcast Technology Center. Near the top of the Comcast Technology Center is what I think is the actually highest up hotel in America, Philadelphia's Four Seasons Hotel. Then on our left side, the next intersection is one of many murals of Philadelphia called Reach High, You Will Go Far, designed by Jonathan Serentitis. That is one of about 4,000 different murals in Philadelphia. If you learn more about Philadelphia's many murals, you can sign up for a guided mural tour by visiting muralarts.org. Coming up on the next block, on our right side past this construction site, if you look up the railway tracks, you're going to see our 30th Street station. The 30th Street station opened in the 1930s. It was the second largest rail station in America. It was second in size only to Union Station in Washington, D.C. We'll make a left turn and one more block onto Market Street. We're going to be at the next stop at 20th and Market Streets. This next stop we're going to make only appears on the Philadelphia City Sightseeing tour map, where all of our tour vehicles stop there. And this next stop at 20th and Market Streets would put you closest to the Mütter Museum. The Mütter Museum is a short walk away at 22nd Street. Open until 5 o'clock today. The Mütter Museum focuses on medicine and surgery in the 1800s. The Mütter Museum's tagline is disturbingly informative. Do you ever want to see a glass case full of foreign objects that are pulled out of people's stomachs during surgery? Then the Mütter Museum on 22nd Street is your kind of place. Please raise your hand when I hop off this next stop at 20th and Market Streets once we turn. The front top, are you going to stay with us? Once we make our left onto Market Street, we'll be facing the west side of our City Hall. Philadelphia City Hall is a massive structure taking up a full city block, same in the middle where Market Street runs east-west and Broad Street runs north-south. You're going to see the top of Philadelphia's third tallest building, and the first thing to see is built taller than our City Hall. It's One Liberty Place at 850 feet, designed by Helmut Jahn, inspired by the Chrysler Building from New York City, with the needle structure at the top of it. The construction of One Liberty Place surpassed City Hall in 1986, was finished the following year. On the first few levels of One Liberty Place are the shops of Liberty Place, which is a totally adequate shopping mall. So you have the stop at One Liberty Place. That next stop would also move you closest to the west side of City Hall. You can visit the open-air roller rink. Please raise your hand when I hop off to the next stop for One Liberty Place and the west side of City Hall. Nobody from up top. On our left side here, we have 1735 Market Street. This office tower on our left also was used in the filming of the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. The 1993 drama, 1735 Market Street, was home to the law offices. The Tom Hanks character is wrongly fired from after it's discovered the character is gay and living with AIDS. To the right of us here, this is One Liberty Place on its first few levels, the shops of Liberty Place. As we approach City Hall, you can see those clock faces up in the tower. The clocks in City Hall's tower, 26 feet in diameter. That makes them 2 feet wider than the clock in Big Ben in London, England. And ahead of us, below those rainbow-colored streamers, is that open-air roller rink at City Hall. This game's about to host an open-air ice skating rink because of the winter. Coming up on the right side, just before City Hall, is a sculpture by Klaus Oldenburg. That's the clothespin. The Oldenburg once said he put that giant clothespin across from City Hall. The City Hall politicians could use it to air out their dirty laundry. So he said that two residents represent lovers embracing and kissing. To the right of us, you also can see there's a curving bronze sculpture, the Triune, designed by Robert Engman, installed there just south of City Hall in 1975. That celebrates the unity of industry, government, and community. Coming down to the south side of City Hall, going up around the curve on the south side of City Hall, you see a statue of Philadelphia civil rights activist Octavius Cato. 1867, Octavius Cato successfully fought to end the segregation of the horse-drawn trolley system in the city. Then, in 1871, Octavius Cato fought to protect the voting rights of newly enfranchised black Philadelphians. Octavius Cato was murdered on election day 1871. He voted, was involved in the polls by an angry white man with a gun who was intimidating black voters. He was shot to death. The Octavius Cato Memorial on your left side was dedicated in Bell, September of 2017, the first and the only statue of an African-American individual on public land anywhere in Philadelphia. We'll then turn off the South Broad Street. The next stop we're going to have is at the Bellevue Hotel. Please raise your hand and hop off at the Bellevue Hotel. Coming up next. There's a yes for the Bellevue Hotel stop. I'll have that stop for you soon. You're on our way to that stop, and one more block on the right side with the curved stairs in front of it. You see the Philadelphia Union League. The Union League was established in 1862 as a Republican Party social club, raising money for Abraham Lincoln's re-election campaign, trying to stem the tide of Confederate sympathy among wealthy businessmen in the city. It exists today as an elite and conservative social club. Across the Union League to our left, now the offices of the Wells Fargo Banks. Respectfully on the left side, all of these are from the movie Trading Places, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. The 1983 comedy with the offices of the despicable Randolph and Mortimer Duke. You guys can hopping off here at the Bellevue Hotel stop. Maybe hop off visiting and stops back every 20 minutes. Please watch your step on the way out. Joining us now, welcome. I'm Sebastian, your tour guide. Enzo's your driver. We ask you to remain seated while we're moving.
Ang ganda ng ng hotel, Bellevue.
Next up, we're coming up. It's coming up with just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Next up is for the Doubletree Hotel and the Academy of Music. Please raise your hand and hop off just past the next traffic light for the Doubletree Hotel and Academy of Music. It's like nobody from up top. Everyone here's going to stay with us. Everyone is now seated up top. Now, the Academy of Music, just past the traffic light on the right, it opened 1857, home to the opera and ballet companies of our city, also home to the Philadelphia Orchestra till 2001. In the main hall of the Academy of Music, the Philadelphia Orchestra recorded all of the orchestral music of the Disney Fantasia movie, conducted by Leopold Stokowski. Stokowski showed Fantasia shaking hands with Mickey Mouse, in an early combination of live action and animation. Now, Leopold Stokowski of the Philadelphia Orchestra had a reputation for being very, very strict as a conductor. He's actually kind of mocked a bit in the Looney Tunes cartoons. There's some things where Bugs Bunny's got the orchestra, and he keeps going, "Oh, Leopold!" Thinking Leopold Stokowski's going to show up to really kind of, crack the whip. He's known for being, an excellent, very demanding conductor of the Philadelphia Orchestra in the first half of the 20th century. To the right of us here, we have the Kimmel Center, the current home of the orchestra. A huge glass pearl vault forms Kimmel Center's ceiling. Now we're going to make a left off of South Broad Street in one more block. We're going to continue on South Broad Street all the way to its end. About another 2.5 miles down at the south end of South Broad Street, you end up at the sports complex. Sports complex, the south end of South Broad Street. That's where the stadiums and arenas are for the major league teams: Flyers, 76ers, Phillies, and the Eagles. The South Broad Street often is called the Avenue of the Arts, as many performing arts venues we have lives. Unfortunately, it's gone, so keep a tight grip on your belongings. We're going to turn in a moment here onto Pine Street, but to your right side of the corner here we have Hamilton Hall of University of the Arts. The university building constructed in the 1840s, designed by John Haviland. John Haviland Hall is the man who's on Eastern State Penitentiary, that we passed earlier along the route. Before the building became Hawke University, it was an asylum for the deaf and the blind. If you look behind the University of the Arts, you'll see the Drake from 1929. Built as a hotel, got the hexagonal penthouse and the Spanish tile work. It's now the Drake Apartments. To the right side there of the corner, about to cross Brusher to Normal Dachshund. To the right side there, Normal Dachshund. Not really historic, but you know, I like dogs. It is. But just past that Dachshund, you have the Symphony House condominiums that opened about 16 years ago. Inga Saffron, Pulitzer Prize-winning writer for the Philadelphia Inquirer newspaper, she called the Symphony House aesthetically horrifying. She did look like a giant bottle of Pepto-Bismol. We turn now on to Pine Street. Now on our left side, past the traffic light down at ground level, we're going to see a mural that's got a theme to it. You might figure it out. On the mural, you're going to see Benjamin Franklin, Frankie Avalon, Frankfurt the hot dog, the late great Aretha Franklin, Congressman Barney Frank, Frankenstein, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, guitarist and singer Frank Zappa, Frank Sinatra, Frank Morgan from The Wizard of Oz, and France of Assisi, the Franklin Eagle, the French Franck, Frank Oscar, poet Frank Sherlock, Frank Purdue, Frank Burns, Frank Lloyd Wright, Pope Francis, and Philadelphia baseball player Frank Tug McGraw. That mural has what's left down below. That is outside of a bar called Dirty Frank's. There's the famous Frank's mural. That makes shame. Outside there, famous Frank's mural at Dirty Frank's bar. Looking up on our left side, past the next traffic light, with a rainbow flag and the trans pride flag flying out front, we'll see Giovanni's room. Giovanni's room, the next traffic light on our left, it opened back in 1973. The oldest LGBTQ interest bookstore in operation in the country. Named for the novel by James Baldwin, Giovanni's room there at the left corner, right at the edge of the area of Center City, affectionately known as the Neighborhood. And the neighborhood demarcated with the rainbows you're going to see on the numbered street sign.
6 cents.
You can line coming out the left of the street, next traffic light on our right. The next stop we're going to have coming up in the block and a half. It's going to stop at 21 at 10th and Pine Streets. Please raise your hand and hop off at the next block for stop 21, 10th and Pine Street. Nobody from up top, everybody here is going to stay with us. At this corner, to our left side, the Lewis I. Kahn Memorial Park. Dedicated to the Philadelphia-based architect. Lewis I. Kahn designed the Richard Medical Center at the campus of the University of Pennsylvania. He also designed the Houses of Parliament in the country of Bangladesh. He's also the subject of an award-winning documentary together by his son called My Architect. There's a hospital nearby. There's actually, looks like a helicopter landing to do airlift, if you want to call it. They pick him up in the helicopter from the hospital. So he's making that landing. That should be Jensen Hospital over there. We're going to do one more block on our left side, which is some of the old buildings of Pennsylvania Hospital. This was co-founded in 1751 by Dr. Thomas Bond and Benjamin Franklin. In the center of the next block on the left side, past the black fence, Senator William Penn, the man who founded Philadelphia and all of Pennsylvania in the 1680s. The statue of William Penn shows him holding the Charter of Privileges, document officially granted colonists the freedom of religion. So I'll be on the next block on our left. The William Penn you can see on the next block, same guy portrayed at the top of the City Hall Tower. Now behind the William Penn statue on the next block is the old main building of Pennsylvania Hospital. And on top of the old main building of the hospital is a skylight. And because the hospital's skylight is where the surgery table used to be. So back in the early days, no electricity in the building, but you need a lot of light. If you're opening something up, they were taking parts out of them. Also back then at the hospital, there was no anesthetic. So early on before surgery here, you'd have a few options. The doctor could cut you till you bled enough to pass out, hit you in the back of the head with a mallet till you passed out, give you opium, you could smoke that until you passed out, or the most popular option, the doctor would give you whiskey. You drink till you passed out. Then if you woke up in the middle of surgery, the doctor then would give you a lead bullet to bite on so you could distract yourself from the pain. And that's where the saying, bite the bullet comes from. And to be tough, bite down, get it over with. Now in a couple more blocks, we'll be crossing 6th Street, and down 6th Street to our right, in a couple more blocks, we're going to see the Mother Bethel AME Church. Mother Bethel Church, the founding congregation of the African Methodist Episcopal denomination. And Mother Bethel Church on 6th Street was founded by Richard Allen, a black man who was born into slavery in the 1700s. Richard Allen had to buy his own freedom after toiling away in Delaware. Richard Allen came to Philadelphia and he wanted to worship at St. George's Methodist Church. He was told that he could, but he would have to sit in separate seating from the white members. That segregation did not sit well with Richard Allen. He eventually left, forming his own church, Mother Bethel. 1860, Mother Bethel Church on 6th Street. He got together with some other black congregations, forming the African Methodist Episcopal denomination. What you're going to see on 6th Street with beautiful stained glass windows is the 4th church building of the Mother Bethel congregation, dating about 1890. So on the same piece of land as their first church in the late 1700s. Mother Bethel Church is the first piece of land owned by African Americans in all of Philadelphia. That's to your right. Then coming up on our left side towards the end of this block, we're going to see a row home that in 1915 was converted into a synagogue. It has the Star of David and stained glass windows. It's now home to the Mikvah My Sholva congregation. I ask folks up front of the bus, just keep your hands inside the vehicle. Third row, front left, give a hand inside for your safety and comfort. Thank you so much. Here's the Mikvah My Sholva congregation, so that was originally built as a row home. On the next block, on the right side, we're going to pass by the oldest surviving Presbyterian church in Philadelphia, the old Pine Street Church, founded in 1768. Then in the adjoining churchyard, in the next block on the right, we're going to see a carved tree trunk. And the carved tree trunk, it looks a bit awkward from certain angles, but it's carved to a likeness of George Duffield, the pastor of the church at the time of the Revolution. So the right side facing towards us, George Duffield's cape. Look around the other side of it, you'll see his face in his hands. On the other side, it makes perhaps a bit more sense. Also in the churchyard, we got some very old graves. Some of the graves have 13-star American flags in front of them. They're the graves of veterans of the Revolutionary War. But you can actually see this cemetery in a couple movies. You'll see it in a chase scene from National Treasure. You see National Treasure where Nicolas Cage's associates are getting chased through the city, and they run through the cemetery and they pause inside for a moment, trying to figure out what the next move is going to be. You also can see it in the movie Hustle, released last year. Early in the Hustle movie, the Adam Sandler character dropped off his daughter at a Halloween horror movie screening, and it was filmed right here. They had the movie screening inside the cemetery. right of us, here we have St. Peter's Episcopal Church. But in 1761, its tall steeple added in the 1830s. And then across the St. Peter's Church, down the block on our left, is the home of Tadeusz Kosciuszko, Polish military engineer who came to America to fight the Revolutionary War. Kosciuszko's house is a historic site, open Saturdays and Sundays from noon till 4. Next stop we're going to have is for South Street and the Head House. South Street runs parallel to Pine Street, 2 blocks to the right. South Street is a collection of shops, restaurants, and bars. The Head House, in the middle of 2nd Street, it dates back as an open-air market in the 1700s. Earlier today was hosted the weekly farmers market. So the farmers market at the Head House that finished up about 2 o'clock. Please raise your hand and hop off for South Street and the Head House. We got some guys to be hopping off this next stop. We're going to pull over here in the middle of 2nd Street by the Head House. We'll let you off. We hop off this next stop at Anderson House. We're back. Every 20 minutes, you hop on any of the double-decker buses coming on by.
Shoutout po sa 3 viewers ko. Pasensya na kayo na nakakapagsalita. Ayan. Andito kasi kami sa Tubas. So, ayan. Mga historic landmark po ng, ng Philadelphia. Nakikita nyo. Yung iba. Kita nyo naman. Ayan. Pinasyal ko na kayo sa Philadelphia. Para mas maganda po. Di ba?
Ahead of us, we get to the end of Pine Street. We see the masts of a 1904 sailing ship. Which would be a German vessel called the Kurt. 1917, the Kurt found itself docked in the port of Astoria, Oregon, as the U.S. entered the First World War. The U.S. then at war with Germany, and the ship was confiscated. It was renamed Moshulu, coming from the Seneca tribal language, meaning fearless. Much of that ship that you'll see ahead of us, it was towed to Philadelphia, and now it's docked here permanently as a restaurant. We'll make our left. We'll have our next stop in one more block. The next stop is the Philadelphia Vietnam Veterans Memorial, established 1987. Please raise your hand and hop off the end of this block for the Philadelphia Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Does anybody have time to stay with us? We're going to get a better view of the memorial once we make our right turn. Also, once we make the turn, we're at the top of the I-95 highway. We're turning onto a steel-framed overpass. The old-style Belgian block stones. These are originals. Just here for effect. And as motorcyclists are enjoying the effect of the Belgian blocks, you can see.
Nandito po kami sa taas ng bus.
Once we make the turn, you'll see ahead of us to our right, smokestacks of the USS Olympia. The Olympia, a battle cruiser, is built in the first half of the 1890s. It fought the Spanish-American War. Flagship of the 1898 Battle of Manila. Only ship from the fleet still afloat.
Philadelphia Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
Docked next to the Olympia, also open for tours, the USS Lacuna, the World War II submarine. Ahead of us is the Delaware River. On the other side of the Delaware River, Camden, New Jersey. Across the river in Camden, 1869, a former fruit merchant named Joseph Campbell founded Campbell Soup Company. Campbell Soup World headquarters still located across the river in Camden. To the right of us down the river is a condominium building shaped like a cruise ship, and that seemed like a good idea in the early 1990s.
Nice.
Access to the USS Olympia and the Dock Street stop. I'll have that for you in just a moment. Right now, you look on your left side here, past the new construction. You see 3 residential high-rises from the 1960s. Those are the Society Hill Towers. They're built, they were designed rather by I.M. Pei. I.M. Pei designed the Society Hill Towers. He also designed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, and Glass Pyramid Edition to the Louvre in Paris, France. I.M. Pei passed away in 2019 at the age of 102. At this site, I.M. Pei collaborated with an urban planner named Edmund Bacon to redevelop the area. Perhaps you haven't heard before the urban planner, Edmund Bacon, but maybe you heard of Ed Bacon's son, actor Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon grew up in Philadelphia. Once you cross back over the I-95 highway, we'll have that stop on Dock Street. Guests will be hopping off the stop. Remember, we're back every 20 minutes. And remember, you can hop aboard any of the double-decker buses that come on.
I-95. Yung palagi nagka-drive.
Here's our stop. Please watch your step. We got some guests hopping off here. We got some guests hopping off at the stop. Here we are. I saw raise hands up front. You want to hop on here? Now's your chance. If not, it's cool. But this is our stop. Turning now on to Front Street. Coming up another block and a half to the right side to the historic marker for the Tun Tavern. The Tun Tavern, legendary founding spot of the U.S. Marine Corps over 1775. The Tun Tavern itself burned down at the end of the 1700s. Its precise location is probably in the middle of what I-95 runs today. Coming up on our right side, next to a small set of stairs, is a Tun Tavern historical marker near where the building once stood. Right side of the Tun Tavern historical marker, that just passed another historical marker on the side of the Pennsylvania Abolition Society, also 1775, its mission ending slavery. To the corner on the right side of the trees, there's the Irish Memorial, sculpture designed by Glenna Goodacre, tribute to the people who came over from Ireland in the 1840s, escaping the potato famine there, that led to a wave of mass starvation. The Irish Memorial's to your right, Ben Franklin Bridge to our left, connecting Philadelphia to Camden, New Jersey. Across the road on your right side is the Battleship, New Jersey. Battleship, New Jersey docks semi-permanently crossed over a river, open for tours. Also, coming up across the river, you're going to see what's the White Dome, the Adventure Aquarium. Next to the aquarium is the 76ers basketball team, the training complex. The 76ers home court is the Wells Fargo Center in South Philly, with a train across the river at the Camden waterfront. To the right side, on this side of the river down below,
Jersey.
the open-air roller rink is being set up for the summer season. The opening next month. The same spot is the open-air ice skating rink over their house. Please, ready to have it all out here. Having the landing stop. Stay with us.
Nice landing.
We're across that over the I-95 highway. Across the highway, you'll see the steeple of Christ Church. It's number 1695. One of the oldest congregations in the country. It's housed in a building constructed in the 1720s and 1750s. City area. People's Christ Church here was expensive to build, funded through a lottery set up by a member of the congregation. And then he set up the lottery, even printed the tickets before the game. Ben Franklin. Mr. Franklin's church in our city. And from the mid-1760s till his death in 1790, Ben Franklin in the house close by. On the next property on our left side, we see a row of brick buildings with cream-colored shutters called Franklin Court. The next block on the left was owned by Ben Franklin. He brought them out. Behind the buildings, the next block was accessible to walk through the red gate where Franklin's own house used to be. Franklin's house, though, was demolished in 1812, was never reconstructed. But beneath Franklin's house was a museum of the many important inventions and achievements of Ben's life. As part of Franklin Court, there's a recreation of the colonial period print shop. In it, National Parks and Rangers did demonstrations with that equipment that Franklin would have used to turn his forward cell back as Home Gazette newspaper. And in printing during the demonstrations was sold then very affordably as souvenirs. So there, Franklin Court. So we're almost on the tour loop, folks. Next stop in the final stop brings us back to where we started and end all of our tours from the Veterans Hall and the Liberty Bell Center. As we approach the end of our tour loop, I got a couple questions for you folks. Question number one, did you have some fun? Alright, question number two, did you learn something?
Yes.
Alright, tell me having fun in the process. Well, that means that me and your driver Ansel, we did our jobs. If you think we did our jobs particularly well, no pressure. I'd remind you, next time off the camp, we pass out the tip box. We're just saying any tips you'd like to share with us before you step off. Those tips are greatly accepted. All want to check out in this area. See in the corner behind us, the National Museum of American Jewish History. Open from 5 o'clock with free admission. To the left side here, across the line, Independence Hall with the tower. Is devoted to 56 men worked on the Declaration of Independence. In the tower is the
Ito
Liberty
po
Bell
ang
used to hang.
Independence ng
Liberty Bell now is its
Philadelphia.
own separate building. Liberty Bell Center is modern brick and glass building to our left.
Yan.
Visitor Center in the corner on your right side. The Visitor Center has inside it the closest public restrooms. All at the Visitor Center is a well-stocked gift shop, cafe, some historical exhibits, and the main info desk.
Dito na kami bababa.
We make a
Pwede
left
na
turn
rin
here,
kami
so our next
maglakad.
and final stop.
Yan o.
Everybody's going to exit at this point when we come to the stop. You don't have to finish the tour here if you don't want, but if you want to continue, you'll need to transfer to the next outbound vehicle. Next departing tours are on the bright red Philadelphia City Sightseeing buses. It's got its flashers on a little bit further down 6th Street. It's a picture of Rocky, the American flag on the back of it. They'll be leaving in just a few minutes, going to all stops. You live in this area if you want for a while and catch a later bus. Every 20 minutes until 4:30 a bus departs. If you want the next bus going out, leaving in about 7 or so minutes. It is that bright red bus further down 6th Street. And you guys don't hesitate to ask. I'm right by the exit, happy to assist you. Thanks.
Ahead. Baba na po kami. Thank you. So, ayan, lalakad na lang po kami at ako po ay magsisiya-siya na po at naubos na po yung battery ko. So, pupunta kami sa nahahanapin ko kung nasan yung bell eh. So, tawid kami dito. Mawawala na rin ako ng battery. So, maraming makasasayan ng lugar ng Philadelphia po. Kung ano nyo po, si Lisa May talaga po, ginugoogle na ni Mate yan. Maraming andito po nagsimula independence. Marami po Kaso nga lang, hindi ko dala yung isang cellphone ko at itong cellphone ko ay mamamatay na. Marami pa sana ako papakita sa inyo. Pero dito muna ako. Where's the bell? The Liberty Bell. That's on the side. So, lakad tayo muna dito. Daling ko muna kayo dito kung pwede man ano. Pero magsasara na rin naman sila maya-maya eh. Andun po yung Independence. Ayun, oh. Eh, nakaano na yun. Tama ko nakikita niyo. Ang ganda na aso. Ayun, oh. Andun. Andun. Ayan. Dito tayo sa ano. Tignan natin kung ano mabili ko dito. Ayan, kung ano mabili natin dito. Ayan, o. Kaya marami sa mabibili. So, kaya magsiya-siya muna ako. At marami po dito. Gamit muna ako ng bathroom. Ayan. So, siya na muna po. See ya!